The odds are slim, just 1 in 20,000. And all it takes is one mutated gene for dwarfism to occur. The impact, of course, is lifelong. But now a team of Australian researchers is on the verge of a revolutionary new treatment for the most common form of dwarfism, achondroplasia. It's a drug treatment that actually grows the bones of children with the condition. For the first time, these kids have the chance of a life standing tall. Check him out. Sam Paleo is king of the quad bike.
Tell you what, you're moving pretty quick through these vines, young fella.
Racing between grapevines on the family farm near Mildura in northwestern Victoria. He's 11 years old, a metre tall, and taking on the world.
Oh, smashed again.
Sam is at the forefront of a first ever treatment for dwarfism. A treatment, it's hoped, could one day put an end to his condition.
These first early steps are really crucial, and Sam's a pioneer and he's a hero. And for someone like Sam, it's going to allow him to live his life, to do the things he wants to do, to be whoever he wants to be.
Sam suffers from the most common form of dwarfism, achondroplasia, a bone growth disorder caused by a mutated gene.
Catch him.
You're out, mate. You're out.
And because it's rarely hereditary, for most parents like Natalie and Dom, the news comes without warning or any family history of the condition.
What was that time like when the doctors said there's something not quite right about Sam?
Well, I think I bawled my eyes out, probably.
Yeah, no, it was a
Shock.
Well, shock, yeah.
Because I didn't know what it was. I had no idea what this little precious baby was going to...
Not that we haven't seen any before, but it was like, now we've got to deal with it.
And I would imagine a lot of parents would say, how did that happen?
Exactly. When you're the one that it's happened to, saying it's 1 in 20,000's cold comfort because it's 100% for you and your family.
Professor Ravi Savary-Ryan from Melbourne's Murdoch Children's Research Institute is a paediatrician and has been treating Sam since his first diagnosis.
Okay, relax, bring it up again. Yep, keep going, far as you can. In achondroplasia, there's a mutation or a spelling error in a gene that is like putting a big handbrake on growth. So instead of growing at, say, 10 centimetres per year, these children's bones grow at, say, 3 or 4 centimetres.
The snow glows white on the mountain tonight, not a footprint to be seen.
Like most 6-year-old girls, Sarah Cohen is obsessed with Frozen.
I'm queen.
But she faces more challenges than most, a life of serious health problems, especially in her spinal cord.
Couldn't keep it in, heaven knows I tried.
So her parents, Paul and Elizabeth, are desperate for any treatment that might help Sarah grow and live more normally.
What are your hopes for the future?
To be happy, have lots of friends and family, be successful, and
healthy.
Definitely want her to be healthy.
That bone's got a funny name. It's called a tibia. Can you say that?
Tibia.
Yeah, it's a funny one, isn't it?
Now, Dr. Ravi Savary-Ryan is conducting the world's largest trial of its kind, offering kids with achondroplasia the best chance yet of a healthier, happier life.
We want to see that your blood's pumping everywhere.
It relies on correcting the flow of an important growth molecule called FGFR3.
Fantastic. In people with dwarfism, that molecule is overactive. It's like turning on a tap and overwatering a plant. Paradoxically, the plant actually doesn't grow. And because what it needs is the right amount of water, what we need is a system that says, turn the water on for 2 hours in the morning and 2 hours in the afternoon. And that's how this molecule works. Unfortunately, children with achondroplasia, the tap's broken and it's on the whole time.
Research on mice with achondroplasia has shown that injections of another type of molecule, BMN111, controls the overactive gene and actually grows the mice into normal size.
What this molecule does is it doesn't turn the tap off, but it puts a kink in the hose, which means we can resume more normal growth. And this is the first time it's now being used in children with the condition. So quite exciting and quite frightening at the same time.
Do you know categorically that it's not going to harm the child?
We're becoming more confident, so we've now treated 16 of these children, and the main effects were potentially on blood pressure and pulse and the heart, and it doesn't appear to have caused any of those effects at the moment.
Sam is one of only 20 kids in the world receiving the experimental therapy. Every 2 months, he travels to the Murdoch Children's Research Institute so that every aspect of his development can be measured and monitored.
As we're lengthening the bone, we want to make sure we're not lengthening the bone at the expense of the density, like spreading butter too thin on a piece of bread.
What do you think it's going to do for you?
Make me strong.
How strong?
Strong.
Like how strong?
Just strong.
Like stronger than me?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
But this isn't just about growing taller and stronger. It's also so Sam can feel 10 feet tall and bulletproof. Sam leads an active and happy life, but he knows he's different. And for Natalie and Dom, it can be painful to watch how the world can treat him.
You know, kids can be naturally cruel. Has he been confronted by that?
He knows there's points where he's getting looked at by other kids, and there's been a few times there that he's had his mates around which have backed him up. Like Sam won't say anything back because he just sort of thinks, oh, whatever, he can look as much as he likes. But his mates, if they're around him and they see something, they'll stick up for him.
It's mature. Sometimes you must feel like throttling those other kids.
Oh, with the
No
kids,
comment.
with the kids, it's not too bad. It's a bit funny when adults and teenagers look at him. That's when you sort of start thinking, grow up.
When kids come up to you and they say things and they look at you and stare at you, can you tell me how that makes you feel?
Upset. Not. Yeah, upset.
In what way?
Angry.
Yeah? What would you like to say to them?
Be quiet. Get out. Go away.
Yeah. It's upsetting, isn't it? It hurts you.
It's a major motivation for Dr. Ravi, who knows what it's like to grow up a bit different.
All looks good, no problems. I grew up in a small country town in South Australia called Whyalla, and I was the only brown person in the school. And as I say to my families who have a kid with dwarfism, I don't look at your children as if they're short, just like you don't look at me as if I'm brown.
Is there a bit of that in your pursuit?
There's a lot of that. There's a lot of that in what I do.
Don't let them in. Don't let them see. Be the good girl. Always have to be concealed. Don't feel.
Right now, Sarah has little idea she's different. Although in her case, it's far more accurate to say she's special.
Let it go. Let it go. Can't hold it back.
Her parents, Elizabeth and Paul, are hoping that she will begin the drug trial this year.
Turn away and slam that door.
If Dr. Ravi rang you right now and said, I want Sarah to be part of this trial, would you say yes?
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah, well, I think it helps potentially make her bones grow more normally so that she won't have the problems with her back and maybe her joints as much, and will be able to live a more normal life.
Yeah, she still thinks she's going to play for the Cats. She hasn't worked out the girl boy thing yet.
Cold never bothered me anyway.
They may be smaller than most, but they're certainly braver and more determined. And if Dr. Ravi is proven right, kids like Sam may be making medical history.
Well done.
It's very, very exciting, and I'm convinced that these are the first steps we're taking to really offer a significant help for these children worldwide. I think Sam and his family are heroes to me and are wonderful people.
What do you think of Ravi, your doctor?
He's all right.